Hey guys, TN.Frank here, bringing you another quick look at a couple knives I picked up. And these are going to be from Kizer, and they're going to be front flippers, which I've been kind of hesitant to get into front flippers because I don't flip thumb stud knives real well. And I was kind of wondering, well, how good would I do with a front flipper? But I thought, well, I'd go ahead and pull the trigger and grab a couple of them. They have a couple. These two Kizers are basically, they're being discontinued, so the price point on them is real good. The first one we're going to look at is called the Kizer Spot. Take a look at that. Gives you information. And this one has aluminum handles. They did make another version that had G10 handles, but like I said, they're discontinuing these. These used to be fairly pricey, and we can go ahead, I'll open it that way just for now. But they used to be fairly pricey knives, and then they started coming down in price. They got down to around $55 on Amazon. Then they had them on sale for $29.99, and I thought, what the heck, I'd give it a shot and pick one of these little spots up. You see there, 154 cm, kind of a reverse Tonto style blade. But this knife, for being the expensive version, did have some issues. One thing, which let's see if I can open it on camera. There we go. One thing, the detent ball and the hole in the blade for the detent was really stiff. I mean, the hole didn't have any bevel around it or anything, and it was almost impossible to open. So I did have to pull it apart. I did some work on that. Now it'll open. You know, you can either top flip it or front flip it. I got the detent where it's kind of good. I'm still working on learning how to use these front flippers, so just kind of bear with me on opening these. And also, it didn't come as sharp as I'm used to Kizer's coming, especially the 154 cms. I mean, I got it relatively sharp. Now I had to work on it. But, you know, for their higher end knives, you know, you think it would have been, you know, real sharp and have a good detent and be a lot easier to use than it is. It's just not as easy to use as I thought it would be. I'm not a huge fan of aluminum scales, to tell you the truth, but I thought for this price point I would give it a shot. So I picked it up, and I did do a little work on the detent, the hole in the blade. I beveled it a little bit, pulled it apart, and then I did sharpen it. So I mean, there's what you get. I'll put some specs over along here so you can kind of take a look at specs on this little guy. But I mean, yeah, it's okay for what it is, for 30 bucks. I mean, and it's a Kizer, so you know, you're getting what you get. The next one we're going to look at is another one they're discontinuing, and it's called the Feist. We can go ahead and take a look here. There's some information for you. And this one actually came with a really nice little pouch. Of course, it's got a removable leather decal there you can pull off. And it's got this pouch, which you see you can put like multiple knives in here. Different spots for multiple knives if you want to store your knives in this pouch. This is kind of handy. I mean, this is probably a $5 or $6 pouch, easy, maybe even $10 if you was to order something like that on Amazon. They did used to have these in a blue jean, kind of a micarta. Now they only have them in a red, but this one has way better action on it. And you can see the blade. Again, this is 154 cm. And it's a Lundquist design knife, so I mean, it's a good knife. The only, of course, liner lock, both these are liner lock. The only issue that I have with this little guy is the way the pocket clip is. You got to kind of pull that out to get it slipped into your pocket. It doesn't really stick out a lot, which is good once it's in your pocket. But yeah, when you put it in your pocket, you do got to lift up on that to get it to slide past. But yeah, the action on this, I mean, this is very, very flippy. Either way you go. On the detent, I mean, it's good detent. You just see how easy that is. It just flips right open. So these are about $38. Like I said, these are about $30. These are $38 if they're still available. I would highly recommend the little Feist. This is a really sweet little front flipper. Again, I'll put details over here on this little guy. But yeah, this is a real sweet little knife. It'd be a good little kind of a gentleman carry, or, you know, a church knife if you're going to church. If you just want something kind of small to slip in your pocket. And yeah, this one did come real sharp. I didn't hardly have to touch it up much at all. I always, whenever I get a knife, I'll hit them on my Arkansas stone a little and strop them, just to get any little burr that they had from manufacturing off the knife. But this one came, you know, really, really good and sharp. But out of the two, I highly recommend the Feist. The Spot, man, not so much. I mean, it's okay for what it is. Like I said, it was a higher priced knife. But I just honestly don't think it's as high a quality as the little Feist is. And the Feist actually was you know, originally cheaper. Now it's, you know, about $8 more. But like I said, you're getting this little pouch you can store other knives in. You know, you're getting your boxes, of course, and all the little stickers and stuff they give you. But I just wanted to do a real quick look at these little two front flippers. Just to kind of let you know what's available from Kizer right now on some of their discontinued brands. And so like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. You all have an awesome rest of the day. We'll talk to you later. Tennessee Frank out of here.